Not at all. I arrived early.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired. Did you not—
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey, Traveler?
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that... Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies? It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zero's festival. Oh, are you interested in Yalda?
Not much.
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. And there's also lizard tail.
Huh? What were those last two? He'll help me choose.
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh-ho! I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh.
Ha! Paimon knew he always had incredible luck. Paimon's not really interested in—
Wait. How did you know?
What? He was right
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? Mind reading? X-ray vision? Or some kind of magic?
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? Hey, where are you going? What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know. What are you looking for? Why did we come here? Traveler? That's... know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know. A knowledge capsule? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon? Well, this... What the... This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero. Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule? Your memories are still scrambled? Try your... let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. What about if... Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably... That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and... she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good, you passed the test. What's happening? You can awaken our... Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called Ask for the Truth. That's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that. I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness. She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival. If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall. You sure love to use weird analogies. Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. The moon illusion. I can't seem to cohesively... My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on? That doesn't sound right. That should be it.
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that... A simple time loop can't explain some of... Dunyarzad. The Sub-Zero's festival is happening every day, but... Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara of the Sub-Zeru's festival. And to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must have missed some. Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more productive than sitting here and scratching our heads. Why don't... There!
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend?
She's feeling a little unwell.
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday. Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday. What kind of philosophical nonsense? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru?
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming? True. Anyway, if this all really...
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is...
You're really excited about this.
Help you better?
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you got what you just said. Are you serious?
Paimon knew you weren't going to...
Marvelous. Truly marvelous.
When you say it like that, the divination does...
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. The book only says, if you trust...
So that's how it is. Looks like we haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap... at this...
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
People in Sumeru. That doesn't sound right. I need to carry. The moon illusion. That doesn't sound right. I need. My mind feels. That doesn't sound right. Dia sold her great.
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
All right, so this is the situation.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
She's quieter than usual, uninterested in anything, and
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyarzad isn't completely safe here.
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy? I thought I told you that it won't help to bring. We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where?
Huh? I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow, how perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What happened?
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself. So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha! The Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. A Gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the Gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So, this Nahida you mentioned.
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and it grants knowledge to the people."
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for, but...
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
What's happening right now seems to have happened before. That doesn't sound right. Okay, Nahida said the... That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things. My mind feels exhausted.
You mean the Akasha? When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, compiling the entire country's knowledge, you think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there?
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City. This hive mind could make break.
An excellent deduction. And in that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect this.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded. But we cannot lose all of our progress.
Paimon remembers everything! Good. You adapted quickly this time. We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would they... It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment. If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself. I guess I'm the moon. The moon? Wasn't that the... Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues. Okay then.
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me?
You didn't...
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you...
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know. It's as if I've already...
You're saying that although you...
That's right. Both mercenaries and war...
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you two are...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Nahida. We found out that Dia got out just fine today. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad? Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight. Hey! What kind of an answer is that? Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one... Okay, no more! Paimon's... That's why you get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your... Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggest... it's so strange and so against common sense that... Paimon's at a loss for... Yeah, even though it's happy and lively at the...
Continue the harvest.
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last night that... Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds. Paimon's at the Duke did that! Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me. Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast. What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you... Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you... Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset. So, what's your new hypothesis?
The moon... Oh, that doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through. Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle... If all our memories of a day are erased at the...
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories! That's why, when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet! It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before! But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense! A brilliant deduction. Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong. To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows. That isn't simple at all! Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new. Right! She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go!
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works.
What happened to you guys while I was gone?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this greatsword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Yes, your memory's being erased every...
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long...
Right. They could use the Akasha to record whatever... It's not very likely, but it's also not...
No, it is impossible. I've got...
You have proof? Where?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is...
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they used some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Whew, I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that... Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime. Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas? Strange? Paimon... Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning? How about we go back and ask Nahida? back early today. Did you find something new? Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question. Leaving the city. We did? But we don't... Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's but you two sometimes stay out the It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town. Really? Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Our memories are back! About that... Traveler, aside from your... Listen to it and you'll...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of...
Traveler, you should be It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the correct...
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. Let's go and question... Hello, sir.
Here we go again. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, this is a good spot. And the guard... Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But... What? Oh, Paimon knows that okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back and... Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never see you again! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that you... Paimon, calm down. He's here. Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day! Okay, Paimon, can you tell... I see. Using two people's different perspectives. After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you... disappeared in an... No way! Paimon was watching you with... What's your perspective, Traveler? You should... I guess that explains everything. So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like... But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message? But don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Yep! Nope! I'm done. Here you go. What is... I made some little... To make something like... Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. We'll never know until we try. Let's go then. Let's expose the... okay. That covers everything that's happened so far. Yes, although... Okay, now that you understand what's going on...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and all these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru, but everything looked completely... There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there? What did the Traveler want to say? What are those spaces? Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment. Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message? The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal. After the beep, Traveler said even the final spaces also disappeared. Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
all the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city. That doesn't sound right. Was that space actually the real... That doesn't sound right. My impression is that
Oh, so that's what it is! Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Dude, Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow? Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was so no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all the... Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a... Hey! Where are you going? Do you want some alone time to think? All right then, Paimon won't disturb you.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away! Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know! Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth! You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival? Okay, first off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha. That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through.
You're back! I've been waiting. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's? Okay.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing. Those spaces remind me of... That doesn't sound right. People in Sumeru don't drink. We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times. That doesn't sound right. The moon... That doesn't sound right. All the bizarre spaces I... That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through. We are all in a dream. It isn't that the...
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big... Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? It compiles the wisdom of the...
That doesn't sound right.
It is the manifestation of... Oh, okay. But is stealing everyone's... Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are... So in other words, Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dream... The real story is that the... Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero. That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully... Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep... The beep is a prompt tone for a cot... Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. The Grand Sage said... My mind feels That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right.
Their disembodied consciousness is no one is any the wise. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero. So, this is like a dream factory. And the very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit. Okay. So, alright, last question.
Now that I think about it, that doesn't sound right. Now that I think about it, that doesn't sound... Now that I think about it, wasn't... They say that alchemical...
So you noticed. I thought that one would... No! Now that you mention it, Nahida, it's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info... Yes, though, on the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions. Deceiving the people of... After we end the Sub-Zero's festival... How can the sages... In the end, I'm just the moon. A sun and a... Oh, we're out of... I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow. Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good. I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct. Did Dunyarzad already The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting. Paimon can't believe it. She's actually something like a pup. The real Dunyarzad's conscious, so another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her. But personality... Puppets are stiff. You know, speaking of which... Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness. And it was you who... Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... Far from it. I'm still a long way off from... I couldn't even save her. If I... Please don't beat yourself. I'm not Don't be like that, Nick. To prevent more tragedies. Great, but... Although the Sub-Zero's Fest... That means this... Huh? Well, if this... Which means, with the power... Imagination? Imagination means breaking through, like when the server at a tavern brings... However, if you're the dream will respond in kind. And the server... But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter... Find some way to... How are we going to find them, though? And even if we did find them, how are we After all, like you said... It's extremely difficult, yes. As for me... Out of town? Are you going to that... Yes. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical. Paimon's still a little upset that she was such a good person. Yeah. Saving... But... We mustn't lose... Paimon's wondering. Do you think this... Huh. So... Who do you think the... Oh, that would make... Let's go ask him some questions.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine, just...
An experiment? That came out of nowhere.
Could you... make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's...
Less questions!
Okay. My wish.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind. I've also wondered if...
So, you have a...
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, what she didn't realize was that I'm not that... Okay, yeah, that was... Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh!
What?
Faki? Sorry, but... Oh... Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't...
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad...
My lady, step.
That sounds like Dia! Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. You... Ugh. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself.
Feeling lucky today?
Be free.
Cool it!
Try to keep up. Need more. No more tricks.